The case of the knackered knob. Actually, the knackered wheel. Yeah, it's the knackered knob. Oh, hi all. My name is Marlon. The channel is Old Fart Hacks, and I'm trying to find out why this locks up. And it does. I've got this tight. First thing I was looking at is, does the squareness here make a difference? So I went and got a washer. Let's see if we can get this focused right. See the washer. Just to make sure that was the square shoulder and it worked well, and it does. And tightened up. This is still quite tight. A lot tighter than it should be. So it's clearly not a problem there. So now I'm going to take this thing back apart. I'm going to put a washer in here. Space this out and see if that clears the problem. And I'm going to do this off camera because you guys don't need to sit there for a minute or two while I do that. I'll be right back. Okay, at this point I can say without a doubt that it's not a rub between this surface and this surface. I've got a thicker washer in here. You can see that gap, I'm sure. I mean, you can see right through there. So, never can find the camera on this thing. Yeah, it's clearly not that. And this is tight, tight, tight. So, at this point, it's got to be a problem with either the bearings or an angle on one of these faces. Yeah, I mean, it's all that's really left. It's not something running into something else. And again, if you loosen that just ever so slightly. But it does want, the bearing does want a little bit of ability to flex. Let's see. Yeah, because as soon as I make the bearing, take the slack out of the bearing, I start to get a bind. It's on that point. So it's a problem. Yeah, there's wiggle now, but it moves. But there's a problem with the bearing seats or something, or one of the bearings is bad. Well, but it got the same problem on this knob, so it's got to be more of a angle issue. Such fun. Guess it's time to really go do some measurements and such. I have to think on that one. The fun thing is, I can put substantial, I mean, I'm putting 50, 60, 70 pounds of load on here, and these things turn just fine under that load. So again, I don't know, angles? I assume that this is cut, well, I mean, saw cut here. So I doubt that these are done as a single op, well, it's second op, obviously, because you've got holes from this side. So is there a parallel issue between here and here? And again, yeah, these are a 2-op cut. You have an operation to cut this side, you have an operation to cut this side. Is that face parallel to that one? Is that face parallel to this one? And that's the question. Gonna have to find out. I mean, if we look here, there's plenty of room in here for the races. Yeah, you can see, I mean, so it's not a bind up there. This side's a little tighter. This side's a little tighter and it's fit up, but still there's ample room around the bearing. So is it a question of just, is the seat tilted, or, what's going on? What's going on? Anyway, I think this is going to probably wind it up for right now. I'm going to have to go think on how to set this up and measure and check and so on. I may add more. Anyway, if I don't, I hope your day, evening, well, life, whatever goes well. And remember, as I always say, don't get caught and it'll be all good. Bye.